When I first received this chair, it came packaged really nicely. Everything had a designated spot, so nothing came damaged upon arrival. It also came with this huge instruction manual to show you how to put it together, and it came with all the right tools, so putting it together was a breeze. It was very simple. It didn't take me hardly any time at all, so if you're not a handy person, don't worry, this is a simple DIY project. Before I sat down to record this video, I wanted to actually take time to use the chair, and I'm someone who works from home, so there are days where I'll spend like 8 hours editing content and working on my computer, so I definitely wanted a chair that could support me when I sit there for long duration. So after taking time to do that, I wanted to share with you what I liked about this chair, what I think could be improved, and just my overall thoughts about it. Starting off with what I enjoy about this chair, I really like the design and the look of it. I think this coral color looks really nice. I was actually a little bit hesitant because I'm someone who likes bland colors. They also have like black and a blue color as well, but I decided to spice things up and get this coral color, which I'm glad I did because I think it looks really sharp in this office, so I'm really pleased with the color choice. But not only does the color look nice, it also has a good build quality to it. So if you look at the wheels on this thing, they don't have plastic cheap little caster wheels on it, but the wheels they put on this are larger in size. It rolls really smoothly on my carpet here and on my hardwood floor, so I like the wheels. When I was assembling it, it felt very durable and it was going to last. It actually has a 12-year warranty on this chair, so it's gonna last you a long time. So that's something to just point out. The chair itself is made out of like this mesh material, which has this almost like cotton or cloth feel into the fibers of it. It doesn't feel just like hard, uncomfortable mesh, but it actually has this soft touch when you actually touch it with your hand. So that's kind of nice there. And the nice thing about the cloth chairs like that is they usually don't break down over time as much as like a regular cushion would, and they help you to stay a lot cooler. They're just more breathable. They don't get warm and your back don't start sweating when you're sitting in it. Another thing I really like about this chair is all the different ways that I can actually adjust it. That way I can fit it properly to my body type, because so many people are sized differently, their weight is different, their height is different, and so just having so many different adjustments with this, you can definitely cater it to your needs. Starting off at the top of the chair, you can tilt your headrest, you can move it up or down, and you can also slide it forward or backwards. The backrest on this chair can be slid up or down, and then the lumbar support can actually change in the intensity of how firm it is, so you can adjust it from really firm to medium to light, and it kind of has more give to it. The armrests on this chair can be slid up or down. They can move closer to you or farther away, and they can swivel right in place, or you can swivel them all the way around in case you want to play on your phone or read a book or just adjust your position in a different way. The seat on this chair can be adjusted to slide forward or backwards, and you can adjust the overall height of the chair by going up or down as well. Also, I forgot to mention that you can adjust the backrest to tilt back a lot easier or be a more firm backrest, and you can also lock it in place in any of the desired positions you want. I think that is everything. It has like 11 adjustment points, so hopefully I covered them all. Now I want to share with you a few of the drawbacks or things that I think could be improved about this chair. And this might just be a personal preference or opinion, so I don't know, take what you will from it. But the first thing I want to talk about is this lumbar support. So my old chair actually didn't have a lumbar support, so it's really nice that it comes with one, because now I feel like it gives my back a little bit more support. But the thing about it is that when I'm working for long periods of time at my desk is when I start to notice it a little bit more, and sometimes I wish it could just like absorb my lower back a little bit differently, because right now it feels like it's just pushing up against it, and sometimes I wish it was more like a memory foam or a really soft cushion that kind of just absorbs my low back instead of just being so prominent right there. And I know that I can adjust the lumbar support on the low back to be less firm, but even at its softest setting, I still notice it throughout my day, and I think that's usually when I'm working for longer periods. If I sit down for a short amount of time, I don't notice it, but when I'm hitting 6 hours sitting in this chair, then I start to notice it, and it just feels like, man, I wish it was a little more soft. Another thing that I think could be modified is the headrest, and I actually really enjoy headrests. Whenever I'm looking for an office chair, I always look for one that includes a headrest, because when I'm working for long periods, I like to kick back and like take a break and just kind of recline, and it's nice when you have a headrest to be able to do that, but I also wish sometimes that I could slide the headrest off or back, because when I'm sitting upright and I just want to lean in my chair, I always feel it on the back of my neck and on the back of my head, because if you look at the chair, it kind of sticks forward a little bit from the backrest. So it's there to provide you support, and actually it's really ergonomically made and everything, but I still just feel it on the back of my head. And when I'm sitting here for long periods of time, sometimes I just don't like that feeling anymore. I just wish I could like slide it off or something like that. And I can actually take it off if I want to. There's only 2 screws in it, but I just wish there was like a mechanism where I could just like flip it back and don't even have it near me, or slide it forward if I really want to use it. So those are the 2 things that I think could be modified maybe in a future version, but honestly, I think it works great. I really don't have a problem with it. These are more just nitpicks about it, because I actually feel like it gives me a lot more support than my old chair, and I really like how ergonomically made it is. I love the design of the headrest. It feels really comfortable when you actually do lean back into it, and also just the padding in general feels nice. My old chair was a little bit too wide with my armrest, so it always felt awkward to me, but these ones actually can slide in towards my body, which feels a lot more natural for my body type, which is really nice. So I just feel like overall I can adjust this chair a lot more to meet my needs. It's also nice how easy it is to change your position, because I'm someone who changes my position all the time. Sometimes I'm sitting upright at my desk, sometimes I'm reclined back, sometimes I have my legs up, sometimes I'm sitting completely flat. And so just when I move so much, I like how simple it is to adjust the chair. It's not cumbersome, it's not confusing, everything moves really nicely, so I don't have a problem adjusting it throughout my day as I'm working and as I switch up positions. At the time of this recording, this ErgoTune chair comes in at $569, which I feel like is in that mid-range price range for a chair. It's not at the low end like a cheap chair you buy on Amazon that it's a lot flimsier and doesn't hold up and it's not as comfortable, but it's also not at that really high price range either, like a Herman Miller chair, which is like in the thousands of dollars, so it kind of hurts your pocket, but it's right there in the mid-range, so I think it's justifiable for all the features that this chair has and the comfort of it and the 12-year warranty, so that's my thoughts on the pricing. So that's it. That's the ErgoTune chair. I think it's pretty nice. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I can sit here for long periods of time at my desk and work, and I'm not going to get uncomfortable. I can adjust it really simply so I can move around and fidget like I normally like to do. So I'm pretty pleased with it. If you're interested in this chair, I'll put a link in the description below for you to check it out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on another one.